Hello everybody, my name is ADGU and welcome back to Let's Play Spyro the Dragon. In the previous video we conquered Metalhead, and today we're going to be going into the next world in the game. Now I know, we already went to the next world in the game on camera, but the thing is, I have a little story to explain. In between videos, I forgot to save my game, so I had to fight Metalhead again, get all the gems again to fight the boss fight, and I had to come into this place again. Because I forgot to save my game. Yay, that is so much fun. But now, we're in the Dreamweaver's world, which means we are so close to my favorite world in the game. I'm so excited! Ah! I'm so happy! I am happy! Now honestly, let me just say, the Dreamweaver's world is quite possibly my favorite hub world in this entire game. It looks so peaceful. I really love the enemy design in this game. The main gimmick in this area is actually really hilarious. I just really love this place, and it has two of my favorite worlds in this entire game, one of which for the gameplay and one of which for the music. This place is awesome. That world right there, we're going to be taking care of that last because that's not my favorite world of the game. Basically in this video, we're going to be, oh my god. Okay, so probably explain those guys. Those enemies right there, they will change size over time. That enemy over there with the cannon, he has a little, he has a shrink ray thing. Where if it, there will be two versions of an enemy in this world, either large or tiny. You can summon, it doesn't really matter for one type of enemy what size they are, but for the other one, you can only defeat them when they are tiny. The enemies with the metal armor, you can only defeat them when they're tiny. Like the enemy right there, it doesn't really matter if he's big or small, you can still defeat him either way. I'm gonna be quiet for a moment because I absolutely love this song that plays in this world. So, here's the music and stuff. Oh my god, it's you! It's this world! This world right here, Lofty Castle, has my favorite song in this entire game. You can look it up on your own time in between the time that this video and the Lofty Castle video were uploaded. But I just died. Oh, I didn't get the Dragon too, which means I have to walk all the way back there.
Welcome to the Dreamweavers, young one. While chasing Nasty's minions in this world, you must expect the unexpected and prepare for what is not there.
Whoever was the voice actor for that dragon, they deserve an awesome medal for having one of the most epic voices ever. As I was saying a moment ago, that word that we saw a moment ago, Lofty Castle, has my favorite song in this entire game. I'm really excited to get to that point, but we're not going to be taking care of that in this video simply because that's not how I do this Let's Play. We take care of the hub worlds first, and then we take care of the regular worlds. We're going to need to wait a little bit to actually face those enemies right there, because while they're large, we cannot do any damage to them, because they're large enemies, and large enemies cannot be defeated with the charge attack. They cannot be defeated with the fire attack. They are metal and they're large enemies, meaning that they're completely impervious to both your attacks. Bleh. That's all I was trying to say. The balloon is over here if you want to go talk to the balloonist, not the actual balloon. The balloonist is right there if you want to talk to him. We'll take care of that eventually. Oh god, that reminds me, if anybody out there watched Team Ediso, there's this one part where the character was like a superhero. I think their name was like the Procrastinator, and it was like one of the more hilarious skits, not so. Basically, the Procrastinator was like this like really lazy superhero, and when somebody would be all like, "Oh my god, my house is on fire!" the Procrastinator would be all like, "I'll save them eventually!" It was one of the funnier parts of that show. Now that we have access to the super awesome Shrink Ray Cannon, so what we can do is, just like the cannons in the Peacekeeper world, we can aim it by placing Spyro right near it. We can aim it at the enemies over there. I'm not very good at aiming with this thing. Hey, that was totally close enough. Let's try that again. you have to breathe fire to activate the cannon, just like the cannons in the Peacekeeper world. Um, so yeah, it's basically like a recycled gameplay mechanic from the Peacekeeper world, except it adds a completely new element to it, kind of. You also have to aim Spyro directly at the end of the cannon, to make the cannon go off. Because if Spyro isn't actually if he's not like actually towards the end of the cannon, then his fire will not actually set off the cannon. It's a nice little detail, but it's also kind of inconvenient. Now that these enemies are tiny, we can defeat them, and they look really hilarious in that while they're tiny, because they look really hilarious when they're tiny, because the clothes that they're wearing, it looks way too big for them, and like the opposite, sort of the opposite is true for the other one, where they look a little too big for their clothes in their larger form, but they also have like really abnormally long sleeves, which is pretty fun. I don't like these enemies. These enemies right here, I do not like them. They are basically the teen goal of this game, where I cannot stand them at all. They are so annoying. They're obnoxiously they're so obnoxiously hard to defeat, and you cannot actually defeat these enemies. You can only stun them temporarily. While they are stunned, they will my capture card. Yeah, my capture card is lagging for a bit. These enemies right here, you cannot actually defeat them. You can only stun them temporarily. And what's really annoying is that they continuously run around forever, meaning that it is really difficult to catch up with them. And after you attack one of them, the other one will go running off on his own. Meaning that it can be really obnoxiously difficult to get both of them activated at the same time. I don't like those enemies. I'll meet you guys back over to that area in a moment. Okay, we got it. Like as I was saying a moment ago, I hate those enemies. Those are my least favorite enemies in this entire game. There's no way you can defeat them. You can only stun them, and they don't get stunned for very long. And for areas like that, where you need to have both of them defeated at the same time, and they're and by themselves, they're individually difficult to get, I don't like those enemies at all. They're not as bad as Tingle, but still. I don't like those enemies. They're pure evil. There's a source of all that's evil in the world. The flight mission is right there. We'll be taking care of that eventually. But right now we're gonna be going to the other side of the Dream Rivers world so that we can get the rest of the gems in this area. Oh yeah. Let's fly. Well, we're not flying. We're running over there. Blah, can I talk? Whee. And the next dragon is over here, so let's go save him.
Hello, Spyro. Nicely done. I'll be done when I've toasted that nasty Nork.
So now we're gonna be going over here, and I forgot to make that guy tiny. I'll come back over there in a minute. So now we're gonna be going over here, and in the gateway over here to this world, this world right here, the Haunted Towers, that is my favorite world in this entire game. We'll be taking care of that later. I'll be taking care of the Lofty Castle first, and then the Haunted Towers, and then Dark Passage, and then obviously the boss fight of this world, before we move on to the next hub world. And we're actually very close to the end of the game. This Let's Play will probably only take about like 28 videos to complete. And we're like at episode 21 right now, so we're very close to the end.
Are invincible, but that does not mean they shouldn't be attacked.
Sounds all right to me.
And this clock guy over here, he's not as obnoxiously difficult as the other ones, but still, I don't like him. I don't like his voice. They're really difficult to capture. And yeah, I basically just expressed all my hatred towards those things in my little rant a moment ago. There's like absolutely nothing I like about those enemies. Defeating that guy will activate this lead right here, which will get us like a little life and some gems and stuff again. If I sound a little distracted right now, I don't know what's going on right now, but my capture card, it's like stuttering a little bit. I don't know why it's doing that. It hasn't really been doing that often. So I'm a little afraid that's going to start like seriously lagging on me, like in a moment. So I'm a little concerned about that. Hopefully that doesn't happen because this recording session has been going mostly well. But yeah, if I'm stuttering or anything like that, or if I sound distracted, that's the reason why. And let me just say, I love the design for that castle right there. That looks really cool. It's like a really cool castle. If I lived in a castle, I'd totally want to live in a place like that. So now we have to go all the way back around it so that we can use the super awesome powers of shrinking people, so that we can defeat the one more enemy in this area. Same the cannon. Yeah, we got him. Let's fly over there. We're not flying, we're gliding, but whatever. I'm just gonna call it whatever I feel like calling it. I think these are the last couple gems this world. I might be wrong about that because while I was practicing for this world, I didn't actually get all the gems. So that's hopefully I'll be right. Capture card, stop lagging. Hopefully that's. I'm missing 10 rubies. Oh boy, I'll be back in a minute. Oh, it's right here. I don't have to cut anything out. Yay, I don't have to do any editing, kind of. Yay. It's kind of silly that the last 2 rubies that I was missing were like around the corner right there. It's a good place to hide a ruby, but it's also kind of a silly place to put them. So now, we're going to be going to the flight mission in this world, and the flight mission in this world is actually really decent. It's probably my favorite flying level in this entire game. This entire world, Dreamweavers, I absolutely love it. Aside from those stupid clock enemies, I love everything about this world. As my favorite word from a gameplay point, that's my favorite word from a music point. I don't actually remember what the boss fight in this world is actually like. I don't remember what he's like. But other than that, I really like this world. Oh my god, I got the both at the same time! That was so awesome! That was the coolest thing that's ever happened in the history of anything ever! Yeah! Clap for joy! The clap for joy thing that I've been doing, it sounds a little bit more sarcastic nowadays. But anyway, we're going to be going inside the Icy Flight. Alright, now we're going to be conquering my favorite flight mission in this entire game. What I really love about this place in particular is when you turn on the lighthouses. This goes for the same goes for another flight mission earlier on in the game. I don't remember the name off the top of my head right now, but what I really like is the lighting effect that happens from the lighthouses. It looks really cool for a PlayStation game. The trains with the barrels on them returned from the first flight mission that we encountered in the game. As usual, I'm going to destroy these targets in the order that I feel is the most convenient, by taking care of the lighthouses and the treasure chests at the same time. It's not the end of the world if you miss a lighthouse, because you're going to be going back around anyway to go get those again. So it's not the end of the world if you miss them. This area right here is, well, I usually have an easy time getting to the first area of this flight mission. I have a hard time getting these helicopters because, I don't know what it is, but the way they fly up and down makes it a little bit difficult for me to hit them. But they're not too difficult once you understand the pattern. I just personally have a difficult time fighting those things. In this area right here, there are 5 helicopter enemies. So, you want to make sure you get every single one of them before you go back into the tunnel to get into the next area. And oh my god, the lighting effect in those tunnels are so pretty. Man, could you imagine what that would look like on a PlayStation 4? That would, if they remade this game for the PlayStation 4, that'd be awesome. Yay, we completed the level! I had a lot of trouble with that flight mission while recording, but that's just the way the Let's Play occurs. Returning home, ... And with that, we're gonna end this video off here, so thank you guys so much for watching this video of Spyro the Dragon. Next time, we'll be taking care of the Lofty Castle. And until next time, do you. Oh yeah.